go, he falls under the tank class, specifically the ones that are far more focused on defending allies rather than engaging on enemies, which means his playstyle has been, you've seen him play very well so far this game in defending his Lucian, but with the constant damage and aggression from their very potent damage-based bot lane, he just cannot keep up with the consistent aggression and the Lee Sin ganks. With that extra damage early, the Lucian is having a very hard time.
Lucian's very far forward here, but he does have that Zac within position, trying to bait out them a little bit closer so he can get within leap range. Looks like he's going to try to come in through the side bushes, though, and try to get off a gank through there.
With Zac, he has the engage range in order to do that. We see an Ace Soul moving, but he's knocked out of it by Lee Sin. Trade going in the bot lane.
Yeah, Karma going to go down very quickly there. Twitch still staying around.
This is honestly a very interesting bot lane as a lot of damage has come in. We're seeing the Fiora ult C to try to get the Orianna, but that's not going to go through with the Lee Sin using his presence there to zone her off and force her away.
Yeah, also we didn't see it, but Asol had to burn his flash in order to get away from the Orianna and the Lee Sin.
And his ghost, it seems. That's, again, both summoners down on the Asol, which means his roaming is going to be far harder. We are seeing a Taric ult come out as they turret dive.
And it looks like, is it going to be successful? He's out of stealth, so they can see him.
Seems that the heal burn.
Oh, Lee Sin is here. He's got his ult. He's going to go in, land on him, and then he's going to take him out. Taric going in, though. He's trying to get this Twitch, but I don't think it's going to be enough.
Twitch gets the double kill, too. That is skyrocketing Twitch's gold far ahead of his opponents. He may be down in CS, but when you're up 2 kills, you can be down 40 CS and still be even in lane. And with this Karma to back him up, giving him far heavier shields than the Taric can add with his shields and heals, they are able to consistently bully the enemy team, because where Taric shines in team fights, Karma shines in that early aggressive damage.
Yeah, this Fiora Maokai lane, though, is going pretty in the favor of the Fiora, looking at the CS lead. Almost double the CS going to the Fiora's favor, which is a huge advantage here in this lane.
Absolutely.
Maokai still has yet to build a sort of halfway item, so to speak. Like, Fiora's got her Tiamat, which is going to be a component of another item, where he has only base items such as the cloth armor and the Doran's rings and the boots.
Based off his build, it looks like he is actually going to be grabbing a Randuin's Omen in order to defend against the crits that the Lucian will have later in the game. It's not going to be as potent during laning phase as, for example, as I am blank, Sunfire Cape with its burning AoE effect. But overall, Maokai's transition towards the later game will become more effective, especially when the only kills seem to be focused on AD champions, with the Lucian having the kill and assist. And with a Zac building tank, there is really not a high damage threat at the moment, as Asol definitely needs lane advantage or a lot of time to end up scaling.
Here we see Final Silencers. There are 2 wards in the pit, and Zac is going to be going in on this one, and Maokai Teleport is going to be blown. They're all jumping in with the plant here. Oriol going to go down, catch 2 members of Custom Elite, and there goes out Lee Sin. Ruli and Soul coming in a little bit late here. Twitch trying to rat-a-tat-tat, going to get caught out by the Fiora, and it looks like he's going to go down as well.
Healing Field from the Fiora too just recovers all the health that she had lost to that Twitch, which means that Asol now has a kill under his belt. There are 2 members of Final Silencers down, and that means that Custom Elite are going to be able to push the advantage this matchup. But it seems that Fiora is caught out, but her team rotates in to save her.
Uh-oh, tower dive maybe? Nope. Karma able to just flash out in the nick of time, though. But I'm pretty sure the Zac and the Maokai going in. Looks like they want to get back at him for this one. Taric, though, going to be able to get the stun off on Maokai. Do they have the damage and the range, though? Oh, Sapling? Nope, but Zac's going back in and getting caught by the Karma Snare.
this engage just keeps on going longer and longer, and both teams just lose more and more health, but no one going down on either side. Very cleanly played by Custom Elite, able to use that Lucian aggression that they just got the advantage with to back himself off and get some damage on the tanks that are trying to engage, making it so they're scared away.
It's always terrifying when you see a Ruling Soul with a Q as big as the lane.
Yeah. If there were more members there, I am very confident they would have tried to push that to get a very solid engage. And with a stun that massive in size, they would have been able to easily get a couple picks off it, especially with all of the squishier and less durable members of Final Silencers inside that laning area.
Looking at CS and gold leads and lanes, though, it is going heavy in favor of Custom Elite here, with the Fiora having a 30 CS lead, the Zac having a CS lead and a kill lead over the Lee Sin. However, he does have the assists, for sure, bringing them to 300 gold less on the Lee Sin's part, but nonetheless very close. Again, Aurelion Sol, Orianna, both very close in CS and gold.
It's just that kill on A-Sol has really put him with that little 200 gold lead. It has helped him secure the dominance in lane, and as you can see, he's hitting the point of the game where he has enough mana to just push out the entire minion wave, and then if there's people in side lanes, he will be able to take that pressure and move it around to roam. Whiffed ult by Ori, that was painful to watch because that is such a potent teamfight tool that was used unsuccessfully to try to get a pick.
Lucky for her, Ori ult is not on one of the longest cooldowns in the game, to be honest. It's already almost on a 3/4 cooldown left.
Yeah, absolutely. I believe Orianna has been rushing a Morellonomicon, which is very common on Orianna.
Lee Sin gonna go in here, misses the stun, he's gonna kick, and then is he gonna be able to get it? 2 tower shots going down, Ori gonna be able to shield. Aurelion Sol looking to go in still, even though he's at a sliver of health.
A-Sol did end up having to flash there, which is going to be very crucial because that is one of the very few disengages he has as a champion. When people get up on top of the Aurelion Sol, it is, with the ults coming in from bot lane, it is just running away time for Final Silencers. And Karma gets picked down, exhaust onto Twitch, and double kill actually for the support.
Sounds about right.
As an ADC, it doesn't always feel good when your support ends up picking up the kills, but with the pressure they got there, I think we're about to see the first turret of this game fall for the Custom Elite.
Yeah, and it's no surprise as well, looking at the CS deficit from Lucian and Twitch. Lucian being able to go and get double the CS compared to the Twitch, almost at 120. And although they're about even in kills and assists, which balances out to about the same in terms of that, looking at the gold lead, you have a 2,000 gold deficit right there just from CS.
Yeah, absolutely. Currently this game, we are definitely seeing the Custom Elite taking their lane advantage they've gotten from the greater CS numbers. They have started with the CS. Ori engaged with her ult, and she looks to be grabbing stuff, and she does successfully pick up that A-Sol.
Yeah, not sure if he should be going in here. Fiora's going to be in here, and well, Lee Sin's looking to land that kick. There he gets it on the Fiora. He's gonna hop on back. Yeah, Zac, not aware that he was being spotted out by that ward there, was very detrimental and made it so that gank was not successful at all, and it gave Ori that knowledge that when Zac was walking away, it's time to go in on A-Sol.
Absolutely. Zac is just not able to get the engages he wants, but he's still a very prominent threat that the Final Silencers have to worry about constantly. One thing to notice is a lot of this pressure that has been developed by the Custom Elite this game has not been because of their jungler or due to jungler intervention. Most of this is actually strictly from the lanes themselves and the successes in bullying and getting that extra CS lead and thus punishing the enemies as you gain the gold. That is what is really setting the Custom Elite apart this game. Their elite CS scores is beating up the finishing moves by the Final Silencers.
Looking now, looks like we're going to be seeing the second dragon coming up in less than 30 seconds here. Earthdrake did go down to Custom Elite, and it's giving them that pressure to put on these towers here. So this tower is definitely going to go down fast before Final Silencers have any answer for it, and it looks like they're going to be going for the second one as well, which we'll see here in a second what it is. It's another Earthdrake. Towers are not going to be existent in this game for Custom Elite.
That is completely accurate. You have several damage threats with a Fiora able to push and a Lucian whose ult just destroys minion waves, and then combining those together.
They're going to get caught out there, but he's bringing up the invulnerability. Catching 4 members are invulnerable. Final Silencer is trying to back off, but they're trying to still stay in this fight. Not going to be possible. Ooh, Karma barely being missed by that Aurelian Soul Stun there. Flash going to come out to avoid the Mantra Q. And Zac going back in, catching Lee Sin out. He's getting heavy damage done to him, though. Which is going to get caught out. There's the Aurelian Soul. Oh, not enough quite yet. Lee Sin shield going to come out. Is it going to be enough? Nope. Oh, he does go down. Lucian triple kill, though.
Looks like we are going to be seeing that is stole the Quadra and therefore the Penta as well. It seems that with the blue team, Custom Elite dominating that team fight, and one of the big factors that led them to such a great power spike in that team fight was the crucial Orianna ult that was used to try to pick a tank. And because that ult was blown too early in the fight, there was so much pressure that was lost and thrown away by the Crimson Elite. They can absolutely still come back from this, but the gold deficit is increasing to the point where it's going to be mistakes on mistakes on Custom Elite's part that are needed in order to actually make this game winnable by the Final Silencers.
A 10-6 lead and an objective lead of 2 towers is nothing to mess around with for sure.
Plus 2 dragons with that Water Drake and with the Earth Drake, you are seeing massive power in ability to push and sustain that constant wave clear and constant pressure on the towers, able to whittle them down. If they were playing more of a siege comp, this would be the perfect Drake combination for them. But again, they are playing a relatively simple comp that is far more focused on ability to fight. We are seeing 2 team fight comps that are both incredibly high potential, but the play by Crimson Elite continues to outflank and outdo that of the Final Silencers due to that early CS advantage they gained.
And they're just keep pressing it. Looks like they're trying to push away the Final Silencers, but again, the CS deficit is growing. The only lane that does not have the CS benefit is Custom Elite's Aurelian Soul, who, to be honest, is being pressured and is probably the weakest link in Custom Elite's team, unsurprisingly.
Absolutely, but that doesn't mean he won't turn into a monster late game.
Let's see. 2 ults were blown there, actually. Culling and Terrakin vulnerability. I don't think it's going to matter, though. Zac going to come bouncing in, though. Ori catching a bunch of people, though, with her ball. And looks like Maokai's going to get torn apart here in the midst of it all. Ooh, and there's Ori, and she's going to go down as well.
An insane dive by Zac ends up finishing off that Ori with his... He literally has no damage in his build, but the natural damage inside the tank that is Zac ends up continuing to be a constant threat besides the CC that he provides when he dives deep into the back line very fast and very consistently.
Aurelian Soul showing that although he is not a major presence for us, he is still showing that he is capable of doing something, catching out A, the Maokai there to get him off himself, and B, catching that Ori with the very tip of his ult to slow him down, making it so Zac could land his leap.
Absolutely. And this Aurelian Soul, even if he's not doing that well right now, will continue to scale, as usually Aurelian Soul hits his power spike around 3 items when he's finally able to build up significant amounts of AP and get that sustained damage moving through his entire build. Now, the question is, will the game last long enough for A Soul to be as effective? But that's something that if the Final Silencers end up prolonging this game, we'll have to worry about in addition to the rest of their team, such as the Custom Elite's very solid Elite Instincts player, whose a 7-2 Lucian right now with incredible damage potential. He's already finished 2 items. He's going on for his 3rd. With a Black Cleaver, he's even more durable than usual, on giving him extra CDR, extra damage, even against tanks with Blade of the Rune King, and so much ability to kite just naturally present in his kit.
I think the only way we would possibly see any sort of comeback from this is if Twitch were to possibly get his game together here. He's at a massive CS deficit and a